Thank you, Mr Speaker. Last night this House voted to prevent a disastrous no-deal Brexit and to exert greater control over the process of extending Article 50. The Secretary of State's views on an extension are well known, but can he confirm now that when the bill returns from the other place, that he and the government will comply with the spirit of it and dutifully seek a further extension of Article 50 beyond the 12th of April?
So, what I'm very happy to confirm, Mr Speaker, that as set out in the Ministerial Code, ministers will abide by the law. And if the law of the land dictates a certain course of action, then clearly ministers under the Ministerial Code will follow the law. But he slightly gets ahead of himself because the bill only passed with a majority of one last night. It was passed in such haste that many of my colleagues had as little as 2 minutes to speak in the second reading debate. There were flaws in the bill that I pointed out to the House, which I'm sure their lordships will wish to explore, and we will need to see what consideration takes place in the other House before any further deliberations are necessary in this place.
Mr Speaker, the House will have noted with disappointment, I think, the Minister's attempts to undermine the clear will as expressed last night, and we have no doubt that the Lords will discharge their duties quickly and efficiently in the circumstances. But given the clear will of the House, as expressed in the passage of the bill last night, can I ask the Minister to set out his view at this stage about what the Government believes the role of this place would be in the event that the European Council proposes a different date to that set out in a motion approved by it, or if the Council agreed to the proposed date but attached conditions to it?
It was a very odd response, if I may say so, Mr Speaker, because he started by saying he was disappointed by an answer which said, "I will follow the law and follow the Ministerial Code." I would have thought that was what the opposition would expect. He then went on to say, and I quote, that he has no doubt that the Lords will pass this bill that carried the Commons by just one. I think that's pretty condescending to the other place. That takes for granted the process of scrutiny in the other place, because he has no doubt that their lordships will simply approve it. I would have thought their lordships, in their constitutional way, Mr Speaker, will want to scrutinise this bill passed in haste with its constitutional flaws, with the many constitutional experts that there are in the other place.